Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind Eminent Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about vibrational levels. We're going to talk about vibrational levels and creating emotions. Creating an emotional stance. Now, let's talk about vibrations levels. Now, we know you're always in something. So you're always in like a field. So you can look at it like a fluid. So it's not the fluid as dense as water, but it's still a form of a fluid. So we could look at it as water. So we know everything is dependent on like frequency, vibration, and energy. Now, when we talk about vibration levels, the higher you vibrate is contrast to the lower you vibrate. So for an example, when you at work, right? The higher you vibrate, right, the less you're gonna be aware of time. You're gonna be less aware of a lot of shit in lower densities, and you're gonna be able to see, do, and act on things in higher densities. And when you're vibrating real low, time seems to go slower. You know what I'm saying? Time seems to it's like you're deep in the water. The more deeper you're in the water, the more it's harder to move, and the harder it is to see things. And you're seeing more things that's directly in front of you than if you was at the top of the water floating lightly, and you could see everything on top of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? And you can get from that part of the ocean to that part of the ocean a lot faster if you float than if you was to go on into the deep end and try to get to that location, It's gonna take way longer. You might can't even get there. It might be a bunch of blockages there and shit there that you can't even get over, and may just drown yourself. You see what I'm saying? This is like even with the dream concept. This is why when you're vibrating low in your dream, you feel sluggish. When you vibrate high in your dreams, you're able to fly. Now, let's look at it like this. So when you look at it, when you have a job, when you at work. Now, this is why when you have a job that's like something you want to do and something that you go there is like part of you, and this is why they say it's important to do things that you want to do. Create your own job that you can be your own boss or your own thing, or at least get into a job that you actually like doing these things, because it's not going to seem like work. And when you do these things, you're vibrating high. So what happens here is it seems like the day go by fast. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, work it's already time to leave work. What the fuck? Damn, I had a good time at work, right? This is why when you have a good time at work or you're doing things freely, you're vibrating high, it goes fast. Now think about when you at work and all the times you felt like, damn, I'm here forever. It seemed like I'll never be able to go home. Why time is going so slow? Because you're vibrating low. And a lot of times, the reason you're vibrating low is because you're working at a place that's draining your energy, and it's draining your chakras, and it's making you do things that's low vibrational. And things that's low vibrational to you is things that you're not initially doing, things that you're being controlled to do, being used as a vessel to do things that's draining your energy. So you're adding energy and support to someone else's, another intellectual being, space. You see what I'm saying? So you're in their realm of reality. So you're gonna vibrate low there automatically, because you're doing a bunch of shit you don't want to do, and the shit that you're doing is shit that's not actually elevating your existence. It's actually hindering. It's work. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of shit you don't want to do, and things that you don't want to do is not a part of your spirit. So your spirit and soul don't want to experience this. So when you're experiencing something you don't want to experience, it's going to develop a lot of low vibrational concepts like fear, anger, to the desire, you know what I'm saying, aggressiveness, you know what I'm saying. And this is why you attach a lot of those spirits from your job and take them home, and then you let these spirits lash out on people you really care about, because it's dealing with the care, it's dealing with the soul. The soul is dealing with your vibration, what you're experiencing. That it came second, the experience, the time. You see what I'm saying? The manifestation, you know what I'm saying, the realm of reality that is in the room, the womb. So anytime you go into a room that got a bunch of frequency vibrations that's vibrating at a certain level, it's either going to lift you up or drain you. And 9 times out of 10, these are the ones that drain you. When you're able to go into a space and develop your own vibration in it, this is what make you vibrate high. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's important. This is why when you at work, it seems like it take all day to get out, because you're in a low vibrational frequency. You see what I'm saying? Now, now we're gonna get to creating emotions. Now, creating emotions is going to deal with any it deals with eating. Now, you could do it with a thought, you could do it with frequencies, but see, a lot of times you can't hold on to these because you're going to have so many spirits, so many timelines, so many thoughts. So, and the food for thought is not dense enough to attack your emotions and feelings. For an example, when you have a thought, a certain spirit, you don't feel no certain way about it. You have to choose to feel a certain way about it. Once you choose to feel a certain way about it, you chose to attach it to your vibration. You chose to attach it to your, what came second, your vibration, your soul. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually you're going to choose to experience that vibration from that timeline frequency. You see what I'm saying? So you choose that. So just think about all the thoughts you let go in one ear and not the other. You didn't choose to make these a part of your vibrations. That's really what you did. When you having conversations with people at work and shit like that, you're choosing not to attack. When you let a lot what they're saying and their actions go in one ear, not the other, go in one eye, not the other, you're choosing not to attach what they do to your vibration. The moment you start to feel certain ways about what they're saying and doing, you attaching their vibration. And in some way, shape, or form, you're going to start to experience that line of events of vibrations into physical form in your reality, which is your energy. So be careful of that also. But when we get to talking about creating emotions, then you see, to do it with a thought, to do it with your spirit, yeah, it's strong enough to do it, but it's kind of hard to cling on to because there's nothing there. So say you got this thought in your head that, okay, I'm gonna always think about this, because when I think about this, it make me have this emotion. So when you at work, say you in a low vibrational job and you want time to go faster, to tap into that thought, to make you vibrate high for time to go faster, here's what's going to happen. You're going to have an opposing thought because we live in duality. So you're going to have the devil part of your God thought that come and be like, yeah, but that thought ain't really what it is, you know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna have to build a whole bunch of thoughts to the point that time you're still vibrating low. So you need to attach something to your vibration, and a lot of times it has to come through your energy source because you live backwards. You living backwards, so you need to find your way back forward. So what happens here is you need to eat any form of a water-based syllable, or water-based food. Now, water-based food is food that's not cooked. So it's food that has life in it. So food that has water and life automatically in it ultimately is fruit. So fruit is the real soul food because fruit is water and light condensed into a flavor or something like that, into whatever it was at. So fruit is the real soul food. Yeah, your grandmother can make soul food all day, but yeah, you're gonna feel a certain way about this food because she cooked it with her soul. But a lot of the cooked meat and burnt up meat, it has no life in it. It's dead. So a lot of times you need to utilize dead shit for energy, but you need to utilize alive shit for life. You see what I'm saying? Energy and life is two different things. Energy is going to transform all day. It's going to die all day. So yeah, you need to die. You need to transform. This is why you need energy. This is why anybody who become who stop eating meat, they find ways, they figure out that they don't have a lot of energy like they thought they was gonna have. You know what I'm saying? And then they find themselves having to spend way more money on supplements, on something to fill in what you're losing. Then when you know meat eat up a lot of the things of the earth, and then if you being the oversoul of all the animals, that's the proper way how to get those nutrients. So trying to figure out your own godly way of trying to get nutrients and pluck it from the shit that's already up here is you creating damnation in so many ways. See, the concepts is different. You have to understand concepts, but that's getting off meat, because meat is energy, and you need energy, but energy has to be transformed. So meat is one of those mechanisms that humans came to the conclusion to do. So the minute you take that away from yourself, you're gonna have to find other ways to get energy, and you're not gonna get it from fruit. You're not gonna get it from minerals and vitamins how you think you're gonna get it. You're getting you're replacing something. That's like a person who take vitamins because they stop drinking or stop doing something, so they have to use vitamins for a supplement, and the vitamins may or may not work, which if you was just doing what you was naturally supposed to do in the first place, then you skip the process a lot of that time. You skip a whole lot of other processes. So instead of you having to go work harder, spend a lot more money You know what I'm saying? When you could have just programmed the food and the meat that was in front of you. But that's another video. We talking about life. We talking about life right now. We're not talking about death, because those are different mechanisms. But when you say death, your concept of it is wrong. That's why I had to get that deep into it. But when we talk about life, the real soul food is food that carry life and water in it. So it's fruits. So when you eat fruit or mix fruits together, the water in it and the light in it, it makes you feel differently. You see what I'm saying? It makes you feel, it gives you the power to create the emotion and feeling. See, meat gives you energy, but you may catch emotions and feelings from the death of that animal and shit like that. So you got to be spiritually inclined enough to handle that. The energy is a different source, and that's the food for the body. The food for the soul is fruits and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the food for the soul, and then food for thought is the food for the spirit. You see what I'm saying? That's information, knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So if you want to create an emotion, it's in the fruit. Now, when you eat a fruit, it's going to make you feel a way. So then is when your spirit come in. Your spirit is supposed to start adding lines and squares to that roundness, to that circle, and start to put that in a box so you can logically understand this feeling and emotion. Therefore, soul food can come in forms of anything that's fluid. Now you have less dense fluids. Music is a fluid, but it's less dense. Fruit is just the most heavy one. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like to say that, because a lot of times if you carry some fruit to work or whatever like that, it can when you eat it, that feeling and emotion can remind you of that high vibrational state you was in. So if you eat that fruit when you at work or wherever you at, vibrating low and things seem like it's taking forever, when you eat that fruit and start to get into those realms of realities and thoughts, time will speed up subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? Your vibrations will start going higher subconsciously because of what you created out the emotions and feelings. But see, it's important to when you at work or anywhere in the low vibration, it's important to have the music, aka fluid, soul food, that makes you vibrate high. So a song or some music that you really like, some fruit that you really like, because when you eat it, it's gonna make you feel a certain way, and then you could logically think about that feeling, so you can always go back to it. So when you eat that fruit, right? And there's a lot of different forms of soul food that'll help you vibrate high when you're vibrating low, and time will go by faster. But you know, here's what certain jobs will do. Certain jobs would be like, no, you're not allowed to have headphones. Certain jobs would be like, no, you're not allowed to bring fruit or eat on the job. Wait till you go on your break. So your break is going to take all day. Then when you finally get on break, you finally get to eat that. You finally get to get in, put your headphones on, eat your fruit, or do whatever you do to make you vibrate high. Don't it seem like your fucking break just be like 1 minute? Tell me I'm motherfucking lying. Don't it seem like your half an hour to an hour break be only 5 fucking minutes? And why is that? Why is that? I think we know. So we need to understand vibrational levels. And like I said, you're in this realm of reality, so you're gonna be in some type of hell no matter what. So if you wanna use your magic, you know what I'm saying? Use a bottle of water. You know what I'm saying? Water hold magic too. See, this is what people don't understand. People look at celebrities and shit like that, and they say that you're supposed to eat healthy and drink water, but see, that's true, but that's not what's actually happening. You want to know what's actually happening? Water is powerful. This is what's actually happening. Water holds memory and experiences, just like your soul. It's a fluid. It holds memory and experience. Celebrities just so subconsciously carry their water bottles with them because of the lifestyle that they subconsciously end up getting into. But here's what's actually happening. When they in these meetings, when they going through all these successful type situations, when they prospering, when they experiencing everything they want to experience, right? Those are emotions and feelings, right? And if you got a bottle of water next to you capturing the memory of all these emotions and feelings and high vibrations, right? Then when you leave these vibrations, or you stand in these vibrations and you're in these meetings taking cups of water from very popular business successful people, right? When you drink this water, right, it's reconstructing the DNA of your fluids. So if it's an experience, it's reconstructing your own experience to continue experiencing the memory of the experiences in that water. So this is why it's important for you to not carry water bottles or anything to drink with you when you're going through low vibrational and negative type situations. Because look, 9 times out of 10, you're not even thirsty or even thinking about anything or thinking about drinking anything when you're in low vibration negative situations. It ain't until you get out of low vibrational situations you be thirsty. You feel drained. You be like, I'm thirsty. Anytime you finish exercising, finish doing something, finish getting into something, getting into a fight or whatever, having sex, whatever low vibrational thing you're doing, afterwards, that's when you thirsty. You ain't never thirsty, right? But look, they created some shit called alcohol, right? So when you in your low vibrational state, you in low vibration, right? You got a bottle of alcohol with you carrying all those goddamn memories. See, all fluids carry memories, but the less toxins in it, the less polluted it is, the more clairvoyance it is, aka water. The more alkaline your water is, the more clear you're gonna understand the emotions and feelings, right? But now they got this low vibrational ass fluid that you put on your mind when you're in low vib. You ain't thirsty, you ain't thinking about drinking when you angry and upset, but now you is. Now what's the terms? Oh, today made me so fucking set. My manager made me so fucking set today. Guess what? I need a drink. And 9 times out of 10, you ain't talking about no motherfucking water or no juice. Damn. So now what happens? You drink that fluid and all these memories and shit. Now you're vibrating high in a low vibration. So when time's supposed to be slow, it speeds up. But you're doing a bunch of negative, low vibrational shit real fast. To the point that you may pass out, something may happen, you wake up, you don't even remember what happened. It just seems so fast. And people telling you, man, you done did all this shit. You done crashed the car, you done got out, somebody stabbed you, you don't remember none of that shit. You don't remember it. Because you was vibrating high in a low vibration. And you see the trick that alcohol gave you? That fluid? Who the spirits that created that shit? You know what I'm saying? So you got to really think about this shit. This is why you want to drink when you get off of work. You know what I'm saying? Your motherfuckers is forever trapped. Yeah, man, create some emotions and feelings for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to these low vibrational places, you can go into your own world and see how fast time fucking fly. And see how much you gotta battle with yourself to keep. You will be battling with yourself. You will have a thought in you saying, man, you realize you at work. Look at the time. And you'll be battling with yourself, man, fuck the time. Let me finish this song first. Or let me finish this fruit. This emotion first, right? And then all those conflicts, before you know it, your day is over. You go home. Clock out. You know what I'm saying? It's the real shit. I'm presenting the real world. Flight boss, bitch, for sure. Goddamn air.